Oh my gosh, Ruby, get over here with your bad self. What is happening with your toes? Gosh, girl, when was the last time? Oh, when was the last time you had a pedi? Girl, you have let yourself go. Let me help you out with that. Let's start with some nice warm water so you can relax your tender toesies. I like to add in some mouthwash. It has amazing antibacterial properties. It whitens, plus it just leaves your feet minty clean. And who doesn't like that? Grab yourself a foot paddle. That's a paddling. And you're going to need your clippers, your cuticle pusher, and your nippers. There is no time for dead skin around here. And you best be getting rid of last week's nail polish. 2 weeks ago, Color Street, that 4-in-1 fabulous dry nail polish. It is so easy to remove. All you need is regular nail polish remover. How incredibly awesome is that? I just like to soak cotton pads or cotton balls in a nail polish remover of your choice and gently press them onto your toes. Leave for a couple minutes and your nail polish, your Color Street, will just melt off. Fabulous! Because who is ready for something new and fresh? You can tell when the nail polish is ready to come off. It just simply slides away and then you're good to go. See how easy that is? Sometimes with glitter though, you're going to need to give it an extra little push. So just gently rub in a circular motion to get it all off. Time for a paddling, my absolute fave. I try to do this every day, even in the shower, because who has time for dried, callous feet? I like to pay extra attention to the heels and that flat part. You know what I'm talking about, I hope. I know I don't know all the lingos. I just like to look and feel good, and I want to help y'all look and feel good too. When was the last time you had a pedicure? Or when was the last time you used a foot paddle? Come on, we can all use a paddling just to help get rid of all that dead skin. The idea that some of us like to put moisturizer on the dried crack heels to help them cure or whatever the problem, this is the part of the foot I'm talking about. This flat part, where your pressure points are, where it builds up a little. Pay attention to any hard, dry areas. Now that your skin is moist, this is going to be the best time for you to get rid of it all. With your nail clippers, go ahead and make a straight edge as you clip your nails. This is important to do because if you try to make like a round shape or a curved shape when it comes to your toes, you are going to open yourself up to ingrown toenails, which are extremely painful and harbor a lot of bacteria. So be very mindful of the shape of your toenails. Using your cuticle pusher, I like to push away all the dead skin, especially after you have soaked your nails. This is really easy to do, and the skin just kind of melts away, leaving very little work for your cuticle nippers, which I think is important, especially if you're not too sure how to get rid of your dead skin by using your cuticle nippers. You don't want to do too much. I am just addicted to the way clean, healthy feet feel, so I am more than willing to give myself a full pedicure every 2 weeks. And of course, the shower maintenance, you never know who's going to see your feet. Think about that for a second. When I got rushed to emergency, not only did they rip off the nightgown I was sleeping in, but I can only imagine what my toes look like. So just like clean underwear, you want to make sure that you indulge yourself in a little bit of self-care and maintenance. You just never know who may see. Keep that free edge straight. And usually, traditionally, if you're getting a pedicure from the salon, they should move baby toe to big toe, left to right. It's a manicurist rule of thumb. Pedi du jour, pedi of the day. Think about how good it feels to take care of yourself. When the rest of the world is turning their backs on you, you are giving yourself a hug. Dress for your life, darlings. I promise you, you are worth it. You are worth the extraordinary health care that only you can provide when you truly, truly love yourself. Voila! Now it's time to add some color. My absolute fave part of the mani-pedi. When your demons are trying to get at you, pop it like it's hot, pop it like it's hot, pop it like it's hot. When your nails and your feet needed, pop it like it's hot, pop it like it's hot, pop it like it's hot. I may be a little bit excited about this color street. It is called Pop It Like It's Hot, and it is fabulous. It has this glorious white sparkle. It has these cool drips, and it has popsicles. Pop it like it's hot. So first off, darlings, remove all the dirt, grease, residue, old color street that may be on these nails. Use your prep pad. And you know what? We're going to put them on our feet, because if we're dropping it, we're going to be seeing our toes. I can't promise if I drop it, I'm going to be coming back up. That's why it's the middle-aged mani-pedi, because I'm on the peak of the hill and I'm looking over and I'm trying to decide, shall I give it a roll? Can I make it back? As always, I have my cuticle nippers and I have my cuticle pusher just in case. So this is that white. Isn't it fab? I'm going to start with the toes because this is the biggest one in the pack, so I know it's going to be put on my big toe. When you're giving yourself your own mani-pedi, all rules are off. And it's a little bit, is it hot in here? Remember, the pliability of your nail strips is determined upon by your environment. We are in a heat wave right now. So even though I'm applying this pedicure in the wee Willie, that was our cruise ship director when we went to Belize. So even in the wee hours of the morning, these color street strips were super, super pliable. Start by peeling away the clear film. This will initiate the drying process. Once the strip is removed from all backings, gently put it on your nail and stretch over the entire nail bed. Remember, depending on the temperature, these might be super warm and a little bit crispy. So just be gentle and work it to your free edge. That way you'll have a nice, crisp, clean pedicure when you're done. What I love most about Color Street is the creativity when it comes to using these strips. I'm trying to use as many of these strips as possible because it's a little bit economical to do so. Plus, this is a retired shade from Color Street. Pop It Like It's Hot is no longer offered, so I'm trying to conserve as many of these fabulous strips as possible. In my mind, I like to plan out the mani before I go ahead and apply. There's a lot of visualization that occurs, and you can pretty much accomplish anything. I decided to go ahead and work on my toes using as little as these glitterly white strips as possible. I want to utilize as much of it as I can because I think I want all my toes to be this fabulous white. So I'm just going to move down the line until I run out of strip, which just happened now. But that's okay because there's lots of strips to choose from, And I am confident that this drop it like it's hot, pop it like it's hot Color Street Mani is going to cover all my toes and all my fingers with plenty left to spare. Use your cuticle pusher to get rid of any air pockets and to really help it adhere to your nail. I wouldn't recommend doing a clean, fine line at this point because you want this 4-in-1 dry nail polish to start to cure. Cure being almost the wrong word. Once it's removed from the film, and whatever that back part is called. I know, kittens, come on now. I can't remember everything. It starts to dry. And it dries really well to our nails. So if there's a little bit of overhang, it's okay. Just wait for it to dry, and it's a little bit easier to remove. About 20 to 30 minutes truly. But if you have nowhere to go, what's the difference if you wait a little bit longer than that? Am I right? So here you can see I'm going to move on to my fingers. I really want this pop it like it's hot mani to stand out. So I'm starting with my pinky, and I really like this strip. So I'm going to use this strip, and I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to put it on my pinky, my other pinky too, because my nails really aren't that long, and it's kind of easy to do. And I feel like I can do this. And if not, I still have a couple more to work with. And it worked. Sometimes it worked. You just have to be willing to try, and you have to be willing to have a little bit of confidence and just really work the techniques and tips because it will help. Nail health is crucially important for your nails to look flawless. My iron deficiency kind of leaves my nails looking less than one would desire, but a really good base coat to help nourish your nails will really help your Color Street application stand out. Aren't these popsicles totally fetch? I know. This mani doubles as a Wednesdays we wear pink. I love to support our communities. I love to support every individual being to authentically be who they were born to be, free of judgment, fear, and ridicule. It's so important that we get to live our best authentic life. And that's why I like to add a little color to it. And, you know, maybe I'll pop it like it's hot. Middle age is getting to me, so I don't know. This pedicure is pretty exhilarating, exhausting, and enough exercise for me. Does a Color Street mani count? Does applying a Color Street mani and pedi apply as exercise? And if so, how much calories do you burn? Speaking of burning, I have this burning question I need to know. Have you subscribed to my channel? And if not, why? What can I do to entice you? Aren't these manis fierce enough? So I want to keep this mani kind of symmetrical. Well, I just want it to make sense. So I'm going to use this drip on my pointy finger, and I'm going to do something. I'm going to use my middle finger as a feature nail again. You know, kind of that F you to all your haters that are judging you. I don't care anymore. Look at how far I've come. Creating videos and content for all of you, that deserves a like. And I'm sure you've already subscribed. I should get you to subscribe just because I can pronounce that word. I am so proud of myself. Now I use the white strip on my middle finger, and I'm going to go ahead and finish off my pedicure on my toes. It didn't quite have enough when I did my thumb on my other finger. I'm losing it. Please hit like if you don't want me to lose it, or like if you do. It don't matter. So I finished off my pedicure, and now I'm going to finish off my manicure. So I love this glittery white. I'm going to put the glittery white on, and I'm going to add some Cannes Fettes, because life is a celebration, and we all deserve to sparkle and shine. So I think this would be a fabulous, fabulous feature nail with the white. And I'm going to copy that on my big toe to tie it all in together. See, doesn't that look fabulous? So here's the Cannes Fettes, one of my favorite overlays. It is no longer being offered either. So this mani is kind of a unicorn in itself. This mani Pedi is a unicorn in itself. It can never be recreated. Well, unless you find one of these secretly in a stash sale somewhere. Because that's how I find mine, darlings. See the bling? Isn't this fabulous? I absolutely love my pop it, drop it like it's hot, middle-aged mani pedicure. And then the answer to your questions, have I gotten up? Not yet. I got low, and hit the floor. So here we go. Last but not least, Cannes Fettes on the middle fingers. And I'm just going to carve off some of this extra clear because I really don't want it there. It doesn't provide any extra value. So I'm making it more like a French tip Cannes Fettes. And then I'll flip it around and do a U. The U gouge, the old traditional Subway cut. Go to your local Subway right now and order your sandwich with the U gouge and see if they know what you're talking about. I'm a former Subway artist. I know. That's how old I am. That's how I was trained. Last but not least, our thumbs. And they definitely deserve the pop it like it's hot popsicle, don't you think? Remember, the reason why we do our thumbs last is because sometimes we tend to use them as tools to help perforate the edges, to help us get that clean, crisp line. So they always recommend doing your thumbs last. I always like to use my nail prep pad to help these 4-in-1 dry nail strips settle, cure, dry. Whatever the lingo, you need your color street sets to set a little before you go ahead and wash your hands and apply your lotions and apply your oils. Did you see how easy that stretch was? Sometimes it's just like magic. Just like anything, the more you do something, the better at it you get. Some of us are born naturals, and some of us are just naturally a little bit klutzy or clumsy. I think we all know where I fall. Are you clumsy or klutzy? Comment down below, dolls. I'd love to hear. I also went ahead and I used my nail prep pad on my toes. I just want to help this all settle and cure before I go ahead and make those crisp, clean edges that we all love that give us that salon quality feel. Smooches, darlings. As always, thank you for being here. Don't forget to drop it like it's hot. Love you long time, dolls. Subscribe!